get a... Yeah! Hello, Beanie Beans! How are we doing? How is everybody? I hope we're doing well. Hello and welcome! Tis Wednesday, I hope we're all doing good. How are we doing? It feels like the longest time since we've streamed on a Wednesday, because we haven't streamed that much on Wednesday recently. We normally stream every Wednesday, but the last 2 weeks have been a blur of utter chaos here. So my apologies for not really keeping up with the the whole thing. How are we all doing? I hope we're doing well. How is everybody today? I hope we're all doing good. Newbie, welcome on in. Getting in that first. How are we, Newbie? I hope you are doing fantastic today. How are we? And Shrimp, how are we doing? I hope you're doing good. Rigged. How dare we? Rigged. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. And it is, apparently, it is indeed Wednesday already. Not quite sure how that's happened. Yeah, how is it happening? Wednesday has gone very fast. Like, we are blasted through the week. It is wild. But yes, yeah, we, where's my brain at? We, what day? Can't remember. I think we only actually took one Wednesday off, but my brain just can't quite comprehend that. Oh no, we took 2 off. 2 off? 3 off? I was trying to have a look at the... It's been a... July has just kicked my butt, basically. How are we all doing? I hope we're doing good. My bean stocks continue to grow. You have 61 beans. 61 beanies. I mean, I'm excited to see how many beanies you may have at the end of the year. Well, I'm just working out how many streams we've done this year. Can I work out how many we've done this year? Does it give me a total? Oh, sorry, if that's 61 of them. How many have we done in total? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. My brain's trying to do this. 16, 17. 18, 19. Do maths. Hey, moderating for 5 years. That is wild. That's 9 years. That's crazy. Trying to work out how many streams. I'm still like, where was app stream wise? Sorry, 59, 60. 1, 62, 63. We've only done 64 streams, so yeah, you've literally almost done every single stream, which is crazy. But how are we there, Verdi? I hope you're doing good. Thank you so much for being on board for 5 years. It is much appreciated. Thank you so much. I would have thought it was more than 5 years. That kind of pickles my brain a bit, considering this weekend is the 6th year that we've been we hit our 6 years of streaming, so my brain can't quite figure that out. And have you not been a mod from the start? Or maybe it's the mod anniversary only going back that far. I have no idea how that works. Like brain not computing, does not compute. But yeah, I hope you are all doing good. And yeah, today it is Wednesday. It is of course our Wildcard Wednesday where we work on something random. We're not doing something too random today. We are basically having another look at our Necromunda Diorama. Which was originally planned for this year's Fen Model Show, which is this weekend, but alas, I am unable to attend, which I'm very sad about. I was really hoping to go. I kind of, even to the point where I was ready, all the tickets were all purchased, very much things, but yeah, fortunately, just unable to attend at this moment in time, sadly. But we do what we do. We will still continue working on the sculptor, which is going to be really fun. But otherwise, I hope everyone is doing well. Let's just jump on over and have a nosy at the painting. Painter Rooney. This is where we're at so far. Let's take the collection, the gaggle of minis out, as they're going to need some work at some point. But this is kind of where we got to on Sunday. Where we're going to just add more stuff to this in case, keep grim darken it up a little bit, is the plan. So I'm getting it ready for the character models that are going to sit on it. And then the big darkening, which sounds really, really odd, but it's basically just where we're going to tint and darken quite a lot of this sculpt, just to make it look very, very grim. Is the plan, except to the point where there's going to be a solid beam of light. So there's a lot going on. I was looking for, where have I put it? There it is. Fuel stains. Use streaking grime. Streaking grime. That's what I was looking for. But yeah, what's everybody getting up to this evening? I hope we are all doing good. Like I said, just excited to just kind of like cracking on, getting on with some projects. I'll be honest, I'm barely trying to keep my eyes open. I am absolutely exhausted. I have today collectively done, I think maybe about an hour and a half of my workday not being in meetings. So I'm so exhausted, mentally drained. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing well otherwise. How we all doing? Sorry, that was very loud. I'm just trying to shake so I can get the agitator out of this. No worries, Rusty. Thank you for the D&D lyric. You are a legend. Thank you, my friend. Where's the music at? Where's my background tunage?
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it.
Thank you for the peas and the flat, Verity. I was merely molded by it. You were adopted by it. I was molded by it. Whatever it is. Oh. Where's my background music's playing? Where's my thing not working anymore? Where's my tunage thing going? Where's my little... I'm very confused. I don't know why my little music thing's not appearing in the bottom left-hand corner. Am I going mad, or is that not appearing for anybody? I've never had this break during stream before. It's always been incredibly reliable. Just trying to have a look as if I can find the thing. I'm hoping it's not being taken down. The page isn't loading for it. Oh no, that's going to be annoying. I really liked my little Spotify thing. And refresh the cache. What is happening? I'm doing good. I'm running some Satisfactory, and both FDM printers are running for an order of Pokemon related. Ooh, what is the what have you got? Is it like a statuette wise, or is it storage? Like, I mean, I'm so intrigued. Verity, a 60 stream streak. The things I can share keep coming. Hell yes. Thank you, Verity, for all the support. You're amazing. I couldn't do this without you. Thank you. You're smashing it. I'm just trying to figure out why. I'm trying to open this pot of weathering effect, but it does not seem to want to run through. I'm now slightly nervous. Is anything else borked today? Audio coming through all good. Everything else all wild. I've never had that thing break. So confused. Where is it gone? Don't know where it's gone. And there's storage boxes and some label dividers. Ooh, I love that. That's going to be so much fun. That's really, really fun. It's the one thing I've not actually used my my printer much for. I've printed some cool deck boxes. I can show you the cool deck boxes I've printed. Because they're for Magic, but they'll fit Pokemon cards. Yes, I got some cool deck boxes, which are done, but I've not done any. I have a bunch of. I actually bought a load of STLs. Where are we at? Bought a load of STLs for card stuff for the web store, but it never garnered much interest in the end. Sadly, it was a shame. Hey, Sanjura, how you doing? Again, I joined the chat an awkward moment. I see Streaky with Healy, the Vallejo pot, of course. Whee! How are you doing, Sanjuro? I hope you are well. How are we? Yeah, these were the deck boxes that I've printed before as like to kind of test. So, kind of a pretty. Woo! So, everything on this is 3D printed. The clasp, the rock, the solid rod here, and everything on this is 3D printed. It required no additional parts. That was like one of the main things I wanted as I was testing out designs and figuring out how to do stuff. This was about. I did a few different iterations of this, and this just took a lot of work to kind of keep it thin and supportive. But it's a satisfying click, which is always very, very nice. And then that one's just become a permanent deck box I have. And then of course, if I've got a 3D printer and I'm making things, I am of course going to have magnets. This one is a really fun one. Very simple, similar sort of design, low profile, long, but it has. Which side are we on? Magnets. Ooh, ooh. Then it goes. Ooh. Oh, satisfying. Gets about there. Yeah, the magnet kicking in. It's very satisfying. I do find myself annoying everybody at the table doing this. So, but I've not done dividers or storage boxes. That'll probably be something I should do, I think, for it. It was indeed satisfying noise time. Ooh. It's for a guy at work. Ooh, love that. This is always that useful thing, isn't it? When people are like, hey, could you print me something? Hey, could you print me something? And all of a sudden you're like, it's like 6 months later and you're like, what's my job again? That's definitely how it works. Natman! How are we doing, buddy? I hope you're doing well. How are you? How be things? Howdy are things boonies? Working on my Moria Cave Trolls tonight. Got the base coats done. Oh, hell yeah, Sanjuro. That's going to be wicked. Moria. Oh, yeah. I've not worked on any Middle Earth in a while. I kind of finished everything. Except for a couple of metal. I've got like 3 metal minis I need to finish off for Middle Earth. And then my army is done at that point, which is fun. Which is my my Mordor Orcs. So I probably should get that finished off at some point. As with all projects, isn't it? You do everything. So, yes. It is my last shift before 4 days off, so naturally, it has so far lasted 500 hours! Ooh, bless you, I know that feels. I do know that feels. It is also, tomorrow is my last shift before 4 days off. I have 4 days off over the weekend. I took Friday and Monday off work. Very excited. Because I was, I'm going to keep talking about it because I'm really sad about it. I was going to Fen Model Show, which I was really excited about. I can't go now because I don't have a car, which I'm really annoyed about, but it's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, kind of, the car is beyond financial repair. So, and as trains are ridiculously expensive. So it's really, really frustrating. So, I don't know what to do with my 4-day weekend, but trying to find a silver lining, though, it does mean that on Sunday, we could have a real good, proper celebration. Because, fun fact about this coming Sunday, is exactly 6 years to the day since our first ever stream on Twitch. So, you know what? Let's have a good bit of fun, eh? That could be really, really awesome. Our first ever stream was a Sunday. It was Sunday, the 26th of July, in 2020. So, you know, let's have a bit of a party, shall we? That's going to be good fun. We can have a good old party on Sunday. It's very last minute. I kind of didn't plan anything, because I knew I wasn't going to be here. But now that I am here, you know what? We're going to party. We're going to party so damn hard. That's what we're going to do. And it's going to be okay. That's the plan. That's the aim. So we're going to have a good time. Can we get party hats? We can definitely get party hats. Definitely get party hats. So I feel like I'm excited for this. Which means that for 6 years of my life, I've been here every Sunday. Wait, did both of you play that same blurb? Both Newbie and Verity both played the same blurb. Thank you both for the support. That's so funny. That's really caught me off guard. That's fun. Thank you so much. Great minds do think alike, indeed. So, yes. Mint chocolate bickies and tins of beans for all. You know it, Sanjuro. That's how we're partying. Twitch, clip that! Conveniently, I'll already be hungover as I have a wedding reception on Saturday night. You'll be hungover like, I just want to tune in to a nice, chill, hobby time stream, and I'll just be here going, it's party time! Let's go! And just be like, oh, mistakes were made. Yeah, it's obviously very last minute planning, yeah, which is going to be fun. I just need to kind of figure that out. So yes. But I feel like, you know what, let's have a bit of fun with it. Let's try and turn a sucky situation into something fun, shall we? Feel like it could be a good laugh. But yeah, otherwise, what's everybody getting up to this evening? What are we all doing? Is anybody kind of... I find Wednesdays that hump day. We're halfway through the week. We are technically now over halfway through the week for us Monday to Fridays. And if we're not Monday to Fridays, you're still halfway through the week. You know, cause that's how it works. So, you know, it's kind of, it's a nice time. What's everybody be getting up to? You know, what have you been doing? And clipped. Wait. Oh, wait, yeah, it did. I just had the notification that this did it from my voice command. Oh, does that mean Twitch is listening? Twitch, I absolutely love you. Twitch, you're amazing. Please put us on the front page of Twitch. Please do it. Please, 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 please. Pick it randomly generated and just please make sure it's us. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, we love you. It's halfway through the weeks, we've made it along the way. I know. It is the halfway weeks we've made along the way. That's what truly keeps us going. That's what it is. Giving this... I've never used this stuff, actually. I don't know why I'm trying to try this on a new model. Fluid product for portraying liquid streaks of humid grime and dirt on vehicles, buildings, and all vertical surfaces. Apply with a brush. Okay. I'm just going to put some agitators in there to give it a good shake. Shake! Speaking of shake. It is almost, if it stays on this trajectory of getting cooler, it will almost be cold enough for Milkshake to come back in this boiling hot room. Which means that you guys can see him again. Although I did get to bring him in, like, carry him like a baby to show you all him. So it's time for storage. That's kind of what it feels like. I'm guessing it hasn't got bits in it. I will probably try it on something else before I do it onto this. Because I'm thinking it could be cool on this area. And just kind of coming down the wall a little bit just to kind of mix stuff up. I feel like, this is going to sound really weird, I feel like the graffiti on this is too neat. I feel like it needs to have like some graffiti covering different areas and a little bit more over the top. So, or da 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 da, and slide to the left. Crisscross. I don't know what to try this on. Where is my poor marine of my Stormcast of trying? This poor Stormcast Eternal is what gets everything tried against it. Right, it says apply with a brush. I don't know if there's anything else I'm meant to do with this. Is it just simply apply with a brush? I'm going to take my rough run. There's probably more technique to this that I am unaware of doing. Well, I don't really know what to do with it. I'm just like, I'll whack it up with a brush and see what happens. I found out you need some random stickers on the wall and a poster of a local band that no one wishes to see. I think that's it. That's what it needs. It needs that, like, lived-in Underhive vibe. I feel like I concur. Is this alcohol-based? So do I have to sponge this off at some point? It's a streaking grime. I don't know if that's how it's meant to work. So, hey, Valrath, how are you, my friend? I hope you're doing well. I'm not sure what I'm meant to do with this. The stunt Stormcast is called 4x Sigma. That's exactly it. This poor Stormcast is like, whenever I need to test something, it is either this Stormcast or this Primaris Marine. This guy is just covered in like super black paint at the moment. Every time I need to try something, it's one of these two. Bless them. Sweating and waiting for cold pizza. Oh, bless you. Is it you in the having your heat wave over there at the moment? I'm just like cold pizza. Oh, that's quite sticky actually. That's dried very fast. Oh no. I don't know what I'm meant to... Yeah, maybe I'm not meant to use this. I don't really know. What I need is a piece of terrain to test this on, really. Or a side of a vehicle. Something large and flat. I'm sad. I misplaced my overtime stickers. No! I think I put them somewhere safe. Ah, the dreaded somewhere safe that you then never know where that is. That happens to me all the time. That's all good. We'll sort out some stickers. I've got a few spare left over from mine, so if you can't find them in a couple of days, let me know and I'll ping them over. I've got spare. You well deserve them. So yeah, I've got spare if you need them. Is the microphone plugged in properly on the right microphone? Why? What's happening? Sorry, I don't really know what's going on. Ah! But just stuff just fell over and... Ow, that's sharp. Ow. Yeah, it's on the right microphone. Oh, we hope we haven't been hit by this stupid new update from Windows. There's apparently a Windows update at the minute that throttles your audio. Hold on, let me unplug. It just seems tinnier than normal, and it's going a little staticky when you get too loud. I've just unplugged it and plugged it back in. Is that any better? It's the revenge of Clippy. Damn it, Clippy. That's why I went with Ronald. That might actually be better. Okay, maybe it was slightly loose. I'm not sure. I've unplugged and plugged it back in. When in doubt, turn it on and off again, right? That's how we do it. This is how we do it. Yeah, if it is better, let me know. If it's still rough, I think that's why with my weird Shopify thing, my that's not my oh man, my brain today. With my Spotify thing not uploading, I am slightly nervous that some of the tech is just conked out on us. It's like a green alcoholic grime. It's very green. That's why environmental. This is a streaking grime, or as they call it in Spanish, rastros de ciudad. I probably butchered that, but there we go. So it is very green. I'm hesitant to put this on the model, but I'm also like, what's the worst that could happen? I mean, lots, but still. We've got a good old-fashioned, detailed rubbish brush. Which might sound very like a double issue there. It's like a brush which is good for detail, but then normally gets abused quite a bit. I think this one. And well, actually, something that I can very much get abused right at this moment in time. Very much so. And I bought these a very, very long time ago, but I feel it's appropriate for these brushes to be very suitably abused today. This is a golden maple brush. There you go, it's gone now. There we go. Felt very appropriate to do that. This is an unnamed brush from Amazon. That's what this now is. So there we go. The sass of it all. The sass of it all. Mustard yellow golden syrup, you say? That's exactly it. Mustard yellow golden syrup. Was bought many moons ago. And actually, the brush is almost like glued together, so I can't really use it. So, yeah, it's satisfying to destroy that. Okay, is it risky just to randomly whack this on here? No, I feel this needs to go on later, but I'm not going to put any graffiti on this. So, trying to think. Johan, and welcome on in. Enjoy your daily beaneroony. How are we, my friend? Call me at a point where I'm very and surely messing around with streaking grime. Probably on a model that I shouldn't really be messing around with this stuff on. But how are you doing, buddy? I hope you're well. I'm good. Just been my Essen ticket for Gondor. Well, hey! That's going to be awesome. When is it? When is it this year, actually? I've never been to Essen. It's one I've always wanted to go to. Just obviously it's fairly far away. I feel that's the theme of my my events at the moment. Is I want to go to this event. It's far away and I can't get there. Damn it. Dara looking great, nice. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's this is the one I wanted to work on ages ago, and as I was saying before, this is the one where I was originally the goal was to have this finished and done, ready for Fair Model Show this year. Alas, I am unable to attend, so I'm kind of as my almost internal copium a little bit. I want to kind of still work on it. I've never really worked with streaking grime, so I'm not 100% sure if I'm applying this correctly. Kind of like, I'm going to build it up a little bit, oops, but then like dab it away. I kind of want it noticeable, but not really in your face, if that makes sense. Oh, I'm excited for you, though. Are you? I assume you're entering Golden Demon. I mean, I'm hoping you are. You're incredibly talented, my friend. And is the plan to get Mortarion done by then? Yeah, I feel that's kind of building in the right way. That kind of like streaking element of what's going on. I don't know why I came to this conclusion, but I kind of get the impression I don't want any rust on here. I don't know why. My brain is like, this is kind of rusty enough up here. So I feel like I don't really need any... like rusty style effect, if that makes sense. Like I want to add some aging and some weathering, but I don't know if I want to do rust. Indeed, I tend to finish Mortarion by then. I've got the plinth and basing starting today, doing around 70 hours on it in the last few weeks. Hell yeah! I'm so excited to see that when it's all done. It's going to be amazing. And I wish you the absolute best of luck. And just generally, I hope you have an amazing time at the event. Going to events for like, you know, with meeting other creators and kind of like seeing yourself surrounded by that absolute talent. My first time I went to an event like that, I'll be very honest, I felt like I shouldn't be here. But after some time, it was really nice just to chat with people and just like realize that everybody is just really passionate hobbyists as well, which is really nice. You can paint my name is Hoya sticker and then a Chapel Rourke advertisement. Just endless hobby time lore. Oh, I like that. That could be really fun. It's going to be a blast, I'm sure, even if it causes a bit of imposter syndrome. Oh, 100%. When I walked into Fen for the first time, I literally said to Verity, I went, I shouldn't be here. And I almost like turned around and walked out. I was like, I shouldn't be. This is not a place where I should be. But everyone was lovely. It was really nice to chat to people and just have a great time. So it was all right. So yeah, it's always a really, really good time. Hopefully I'm not going too heavy with that. I feel like when the angle hits it, I mean, it's going to be matted down a little bit anyway, but just a little. Binks was here, let's go. Cotton bird. Oh. Trying to make it bring a little bit of life to this race. I mean, there's going to be a lot going on, and I think it's one thing I need to kind of keep reminding myself with the light and everything for it, but I still want to paint the background really kind of like intensely here. Because I might get to the end of it and sort of go, maybe it doesn't need the OSL, or if it does, then, well, it's got a cool background anyway, right? It's like, But am I going down the route of that famous? Just because you can, it doesn't mean you should, right? Adding this little bit of greens, actually adding a bit more depth to this. I'm also looking forward to roam the floor to see what everyone else has done. Talk to anybody I happen to recognise and just have a great time. At best, I'll be aiming for a commended, but I'll be completely satisfied. Honestly, the biggest hurdle you have got through immediately there is just applying. And I feel like that's one of the biggest blockers that happens to most most painters and artists and things like that is the imposter syndrome hits before they even go and enter. So, like, already you've smashed it by actually getting in there and putting something in place and just putting an entry in. So, like, that's already a huge thing there to make sure you've got that done, which is brilliant. And I think that's one of the big parts of it. It's just like, always say, there's so many people I sort of like say, oh, you should definitely enter, and they're always sort of like, no, I shouldn't. And I'm like, the variety of content that would be available in the the Golden Demon like category if more people just kind of like had a bit of confidence to enter. But the imposter syndrome is real. I fully get it. Like, as someone as a sufferer of it myself, like I get it. It hits hard, but it hits at every level as well, and I think that's always something which is quite satisfying. I've only ever met one person who basically, actually no, two people, where the imposter syndrome wasn't the issue, so to speak, but like their expectation that they thought they would do better than they did, and they like really got quite angry about it, and it took a lot of people to calm them down and kind of be like, look, like you've done great already, sort of thing, like don't worry about it, and that sort of side of it. But there is definitely like most 99.99999% of people are just happy to have entered, and I think that's something that is I think is often overlooked. So, I'm not saying you're not going to get commended or anything, just making a happy point. Yes, I've been able to not buy a ticket, and then went up when they went up originally, so I did for him because the imposter syndrome. That's very true. The only reason I entered Fen was because Verity bought a ticket for me. I was adamant I wasn't going to go. It was not something I had the skill to enter and things like that. And whilst I didn't get a prize, one of the most satisfying things that happened to me, and I wasn't expecting them. This is the thing. Anything I enter, I don't ever expect anything. I still don't quite understand how I got a finalist pin at UK Games Expo. Don't quite get that. Still think it might have been a mistake. But the one thing that always kind of gets me a little bit is it's just that kind of like the people not entering, and I get it as someone who didn't enter anything myself for a long time. I think that's why I'm probably taking the not being able to go this weekend pretty hard, because it's the first time in a while I've bought a ticket to enter. Like I kind of like wanted to enter to show my improvement this year, and and it didn't quite work out, but it is what it is, right? Again, never expecting anything, just would be nice. One of the biggest things that really excited me was was seeing my stuff on other people's Instagram stories. That was bringing people a smile. So yeah. No gold. That's true. No Golden Demon. That is very true. You did. Yeah. Sorry, I got it confused with Fen in my brain. Sorry, you can tell I'm tired. I apologise for everybody in advance about me being a sleepy little guy. I'm just a sleepy little guy today. What is happening here? Geo-Bullet! Welcome, my friends! Let's do the Star Wars boogie! Geo-Bullet, thank you for the raid! How are you doing, buddy? How are we? What on earth were you getting up to? Please let me know. How are we doing? Are you still working on your orcs? If memory serves? And how are we? Hello, how's you? I'm doing well, thank you, Giabola. Thank you so much. Can we get a shout out? Thank you. Mods have already smashed it. Thank you so much for doing the shout outs. But yeah, I'm doing alright, thank you. We were just having just a general chinwag and a chit chat. What's happening there? Newbie gifting a sub to Giabola. That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's really, really kind of you. Thank you. Aw, thank you so much. Yeah, that's really, really kind. How are we, though? How are we doing, Giabola? How are you doing? How was your stream? Please, what were you working on? Let me know. I would love to know what you were working on. We are today just working on a little Necromunda in a frame diorama. So we have an annual hobby bingo that we've done for the last 2 years. And basically it's a bingo card, and on there is some inspirational ideas for people who are unsure what to do and to tick them off as they go through the year. With the goal being, do at least one box. That's all it is. If you can do one box, that is just paint a mini. That's always an amazing thing. So one of the boxes on there is to do a photo frame diorama. So this is our little photo frame diorama. It's in a little standard size 6x4 photo frame. And we're doing it as a Necromunda inspired diorama. I'm good. I'm slowly working on a Boomdaka Snazwagon. Yes. Wait, how do we start a hype train? What has it happened? They giving you the newbie pokes the alerts. You good? Wait, didn't they go off? Did I not? Wait, I thought I heard it. I'm very confused. Oh, maybe I know. I was like, it went off and I said thank you, didn't I? Massive panic then. Poke self, am I good? But yeah, that's what we are. That's what we're doing today. Just working on a little bit of that. If anyone who hasn't been here before, hello, welcome. My name is Lewis. This is Hobby Time at Healy's. We are a mini painting channel all about staying safe, staying positive, and being ambassadors for our hobby. We're all about keeping it positive, keeping it light, and having a laugh. We paint literally anything and everything here. So doing a diorama here at the moment. We've recently finished off some Blood Ravens for Warhammer 40,000, which was really fun to do. Had a bit of a first time freehanding the Blood Raven symbol. Was fairly happy with it, I'll be honest. So yeah, we had some fun doing some Blood Ravens. We paint literally everything and anything. Here's some Mass Effect minis that we painted up a little while ago. Is Rex looking mildly cool. Kind of want to revisit it because I want to kind of grease it up a little bit more. Now I've just finished another playthrough of Mass Effect 1. I kind of want to do a revisit Rex, but as once I've stopped. That's the end goal there. Yeah, we literally do anything and everything. This is our miniatures for Mind squig. It's our Mind Mangala squigs. So we do love the cell shaded style here for a bit of fun. So we did this in February of this year, which was really good fun. I thought if you love your orcs, I've got this orc, and I can provide. I mean, it's a squig. It's kind of orc adjacent, right? Where are we? Where's my other one? There it is. And we've got a great pig squig orc, which is we did 4 years ago, I think it was, for our Pinktober, which is our annual Cancer Awareness Month event. So we did a big, rather than the great white squig, we did the big pink squig. And in the same vein, this is another orc we did. This is Chapel Rourke. We're doing the pink pony wah. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the pink pony wah. That again gives you the idea of the breadth of what we do here. It is definitely wholesome chaoticness is the plan. But welcome to you all. I hope you're doing well. It's Mr. Blobby's orc. Oh, that's nothing. You want to see something chaotic? May I present Rebute Gunganman? Oh, Mr. Lord Regent Okide. We shall start every day with a munchy munchy smash smash boomba da heretics. Oh, muy. Mia Primark. There we go. You ordered something chaotic? I present Rabute Gunganman. Probably one of the... There's a lot of Jar Jar minis. I'm going to give you fair warning. There's a lot of Jar Jars. I feel there needs to be a channel point redeem. Reveal a Jar Jar. And I'll be like... Oh... thank you for the hype train contributions, everybody. Much appreciated. I love it. I stuck a Stig helmet on the Boomdacker. Yeah, that's so cool. Oh, that's cool. That's a really cool idea for the Boomdacker. I like that.
Mystical Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks. Me say your humble servant. Jar Jar Binks.
Thank you, newbie. That is it. We're all here for Jar Jar. The hero we all needed. Nobody wanted, but it's the hero we all deserved. Gotta love me some Jar Jar. Oh, and of course, if there's anything you want to show off, we do, of course, have our Discord server. You are more than welcome to pop pictures of what you've been working on in there, if you so wish. Although we never force anybody to. If you do want to share things, feel free to do so. Oh, sorry, our brains didn't sync up that time, newbie. Verity, let the side down. Kidding. Love you. I dabbling with kit bashing. I have a Gundam Death Dread that was nearly done for a few weeks. Otherwise, other things I want to do first. Ooh, Gundam Death Dread sounds really cool. I've done a Gundam kit bash myself a little while ago. In the same vein, meet the Gungan Gundam. So, yes, there we go. I don't know what I was expecting. There you go. Gundam, fully posable, of course. Like, muy. Oh. I haven't done much Gundam work, I'll be honest. There's that one. I've got 2 other kits I want to get to, and I've got a couple of the Gundam Assemble minis, so yeah. Bro would fit in the G Gundam with the Windmill Gundam and the Mexican Gundam. I like it just there, just this heinous history of various Gundams. I feel like I'm all here for it. So, but yes. Yeah, all we're working on today at the moment is we are having a bit of a tinker with some streaking grime, just to add a bit of a grubbiness to what is a Necromunda Underhive kind of like area. That's what we're trying to do at the moment. But I've not used streaking grime much, so there's a lot of like experimentation. But having a bit of I love doing it. This is one of the best parts of it, right? Is you just have a bit of fun. You don't know if it's going to work out. You can only hope it's going to work out, but if it doesn't, it is what it is. I've just realised I don't like the fact that these are not drilled out. They're pipes, right? So they should be empty. I don't know how I'm going to get these pipes drilled out successfully, but we're going to give it a go. Get the old wow stick. Start with this one here. Maybe I need a thinner one for that one. I just feel like these should be not sealed up. Maybe. This might be the wrong move, but I don't know. Just part of my brain's thinking these shouldn't be sealed. God Gundam was a show. And I've not watched many of the shows, to be fair. Yeah, I feel like these need to be empty. But this one's a bit tricky because it's just a random. This is such an old kit. It was never really designed to be this bit of terrain to be like carved out and drilled. So it's definitely going to be a fun experiment. If it doesn't work, well, it's tough, really. If it doesn't come together. It just is what it is, right? I started watching OG Gundam. I'm enjoying the jumps from War is Awful to teenage melodrama to Gundam explodes a tank by throwing its shield into it. It's like, yeah, it's that classic kind of oh yes, this is the world is sad, but then also like melodrama, but also we're at war, but melodrama. Yeah, I'm just trying to chip these away a little bit, just so they look a little bit more. I mean, it's the Underhive, right? Nothing's really in good condition. There was another show that there's kind of that same sort of melodrama sort of thing. I feel like generally, wasn't there just Power Rangers as well? The world's in danger. Quick, a little bit of melodrama to give the characters some depth, and then all of a sudden we're back to fighting something. Sorry, this is right by the mic. do. Switch to a slightly smaller one for this one. Oh, darn. Slipped through the back of the pipe. It's going to be slightly annoying. There we go. And then it's just a few little bits left. And don't get me wrong, it's my favourite Gundam series, but as well, like, it has its stereotypes and cliches. But the Windmill Gundam and the Mexico's Aquatic Bandito Gundam with Trident, I feel like this is a lot of words that are not clicking in my brain. I feel I need to go do some Googling after stream to figure out what a lot of that is. It's going to be tricky to get. If I can at all. Don't think I'm going to be able to get that pipe. I don't think that's going to be that much of an issue. Maybe we can make that work. Keep the drill handy just in case. I mean, most of the melodrama is basically a young adult being told, you're the only one who can save us in a pilot Gundam. That's true. Then having to cope with the stress. I know. That's always the big thing is like, this is what you have to do. And you're like, stress mode. This is a lot of responsibility. And then every adult is like, what are you doing? When I was a child, I had to save 4 universes. Get over it. And you're like, ah. And it's like, yeah, that's definitely not what happened. Okay. Let's paint in these pipes. Do. Realize I might be slightly desensitized to war and fiction. Yeah, it kind of comes that way a little bit, doesn't it? It's like, Slightly, okay. Yeah, what is a Gundam series without a few casual war crimes, right? Casual war crimes makes for good anime, right? That's what it's all about. Oh, it's getting warm in here. Where are we at? Right, I feel that's definitely added a little bit of extra depth to it. I'm still unsure about... There was a part of me that thought the top of this shouldn't be blue. It should be brown. But I know it's going to get much more darker when we start adding in the light effects. So I think I'm going to leave it blue for now. I kind of like the idea of right at the end later on of having some dripping water or something coming from this, because the gene stealer that's going to be positioned here is going to have some dripping drool. And it's almost like people might think it's just like the drip from the pipes, when in reality it's actually the drip from the gene stealer. Which I think is going to be cool. So kind of like the idea of that. That's going to be kind of fun. Do. Radio. Right. It is absolutely blisteringly hot in the stream room today. So I'm going to do what I don't normally do on a Wednesday. I'm going to take a short break just to rehydrate, get some air around the room, and then come back, and then we're going to crack on with this here. So, yeah, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Just going to take a short break, just get some air through the room, because it's so hot in here. It's ridiculous. But yeah, you can see how quickly this alcohol is drying as well and evaporating off. That's how warm it is in here. So yeah, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. But yeah, no worries. GeoBullet, thank you so much again for the raid. Diorama looks awesome. I'm going to go look after myself and do some bits. Yes, please do so. Oh, thank you for the compliments, Valrath, as well. Much appreciated. But yeah, I'm going to take a very short BRB. I'll be back in just a few minutes. And just get yourself a drink. Stay hydrated, everybody. I'm going to make everyone hydrate. Gonna make you all hydrate now. Oh, the water's in cooldown. You already just did it. Oh, I've already making me hydrate. I'll do it on camera so you can prove for proof. Yes. But yeah, it's very warm in here. I will be right back. I will see you in a moment. And we're back at Rudy's. That was only going to be a quick BRB. So it's nice and quick there. How are we all doing? How are we all diddly doing? Fresh water. Nom. Keeping it nice and hydrated. That's what we gotta do. We gotta do right now. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. Kind of feel like I want to add more graffiti to this. I think Verity was onto something earlier when she was saying about like adding posters or something to this would be really cool. Like some like little paper designs that we could sort of like sketch up. I've done that before on a few pieces of terrain. I know that was really fun. So maybe I can get some of that done, which would be really fun to do. Where are we at? But yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. I hope you got yourselves a little drinky and a snacky on the break. And you're looking after yourselves. And hope if you're at work, your shift is speeding up and not going incredibly slow. Just all stuff stacks over time. I think that's why you kind of need to look for it in kind of like a lived-in effect. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it definitely needs to be like layers. You know, like an ogre or an onion. Just need to add layers. That's what I gotta do. I'm not sure if I should have like exploded this tank or anything at all, but well, we're here now. Woohoo. Rub things up. Leave that for a minute to settle on there. To Pinterest for some graffiti walls. I know, I feel that's what I need to do. I think the funniest part of me is like, yeah, to kind of get some inspo, just get like some small little scraps of paper, and then just kind of doodle some designs on them, and then kind of put them up on the wall. That could be kind of fun. Doing all these skills I definitely don't have, but giving it a whirl. But yeah. But otherwise, I hope everyone's doing good. I hope we're getting having some fun. How's if you're playing games, I hope Satisfactory or whatever game it is you're playing is going well, everybody. And if you're just chilling and vibing, I hope you're doing alright. And if you're doing something important, like something work related or something, you know, kind of like you wanted a night to relax, but you've got a job to do. Just know, as soon as you do it, you can chill. And we're all proud of you here for doing stuff and cracking on with various things. No matter what you do, we're all proud of you and happy here. Hope you're all doing good. Keeping that positivity train rolling. Battery building is going well. I'm just prepping some of my for my biggest build yet. Oh, I'm gonna take a load of mental work and resources. Is it a satisfactory biggest build yet, or are you talking like a something else? or like a miniature painting build, or a Lego build? my biggest factory so far. I'm still quite early in the game. Okay, cool. I thought I was like, ooh, what's the biggest hobby build? I was like, I want to know. I want to know everything. I realised I missed off some pipes down here. Drill into that pipe a little bit, make it actually look like a pipe. So much of the plastic in that thing is solid. Yeah. It's like, keep trying the same thing. Eventually I won't stab myself. That did not work. Where did I put my craft knife? Oh, of course I did. I put it over there. Let's put this on here. I feel it looks a little better now that it actually looks like an open pipe. Yeah, oh, that worked out really well. I was angling the drill bit up just to kind of like shred a little bit of the pipe because I wanted the pipe to look a little bit wrecked. And that worked out surprisingly well. Just like angling up a little bit. That one went a bit too... that was a bit too much of a burst pipe, but you know what? That's the pipe gone right now. That's fine. Wow stick. It's a good time, the wow stick. Does a lot of good effects. Okay, right, so kind of at this point, where am I at? Just trying to work out next steps. Because the problem I've got with this is it looks like it's missing loads of things. There's so much more I could paint onto it, but I'm also like, got to try and get it. There's a lot more that's going to be added. I've got to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 models to it, plus a dedicated light source. Well, 3 light spots. So I know I've got to make sure I don't take on too much here, trying to do too much at once. I said I didn't think I wanted any rust on the pipes, but now my brain's like, I've just damaged a load of pipes. Maybe I should have rust on them. I'm sure they're kind of corroded and a bit battered. I want to make tiny posters for it. Can we make it a group project? I don't know what the rules are on that for entering it in competitions. I feel like, yes? I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of doing tiny little posters like... Yeah, I feel like it's the layers of graffiti and stuff I'm kind of missing staring at this. We're married, as mine is yours, etc., etc. That probably translates to miniature painting, right? I mean, that's fair. Mm. Um, trying to work out the next areas to do on here. Maybe instead of rust, what if I did some verdigris instead? Maybe that may be a bit of a better way of doing it. Oh, I'm gonna hair right there. Maybe I'll hang fire on the verdigris. I'm not sold on if I need to do that yet. Kind of missed out on these little pipe areas. I don't want to lose the fact I spent a bit of time on Sunday stream painting in those tiny little dials there by covering them in grime, but I feel like I've made them grimy, yet also they fit. You know what I saw today? I didn't realise that they were doing. Didn't they release a trailer today for the Clayface film, which is kind of obviously from the Batman, the DC universe. I didn't realise they were doing a dedicated Clayface film. I mean, he's got a really like kind of tragic backstory, but I was like, ooh, that's kind of an interesting one. I can't realise they were going full. I thought like they were going to kind of introduce him into the like the Batman verse, but I didn't realize they were going down a whole route of giving him a dedicated film, which is kind of cool. It's nice that they're kind of showing some love to some other characters outside of the usual sort of Joker and Bane. Nothing wrong with going those; they're classic characters for a reason. But there are so many other good villains in Batman's Rogues Gallery, so. I'm glad they're doing something else with him, with one of them. And working on what areas to add a bit of detail to next. Not knocking everything over. I know these are broken plastic light switches, but the plastic's still going to be slightly discoloured. That's a nice colour match. Okay, is that on there? So that's that added. Okay, next. Again, sort of like grimification, griming it all up. So we've got stuff on here. Brush. A much finer point. I was trying to figure out how to do like a bullet hole through glass, but I haven't quite cracked it then. No pun intended. To be fair, rather than I could just drill. My favourite tool of the day, the drill. Could just drill through the this thing as if it looks like it's a. That'll do it. To do a slightly bigger exit because it's not like a small, but if I can see it from here, I can. Type of bullets they tend to use in the 41st millennium, and bullets just in generally normally have a small entry but larger exit wound if they've got a high caliber. Oops. Oh no, I dropped my drill bit. There it is. Got it. Oh, I think. Is that it, or is that a piece of filament? Oh no, it's the drill. It's the drill bit. Got it, it's the drill bit. Woo! And drill bit. No worries, newbie. Thank you so much for coming on in, my friend. We will catch you later. Enjoy your build, and I hope everything is going all hunky-dory for you, buddy. And and I'm hoping here I can do kind of make it look like a little bit of shattered glass, maybe. That kind of looks like a rogue bullet hole. So if I work a little bit more on that in various places, I wonder if I can have that kind of back there. Tiniest little smidge of grime just to make it look like it's been there a little while. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. That looks a little, there's a bullet hole kind of gone through, and then as it turns out to the back of it, it's a much bigger exit. Kind of looks like it's gone. So if I had thought about it, I would have angled it so that you could have seen the bullet, the slug in the wall, but that angles off into the frame, so that's not going to quite work. Oh no! I just completely lost the brush then and just dabbed in the wrong place. Okay, cool. I think it wasn't too dramatic. That could have gone horribly wrong. So we weren't overly dramatic there. It just about worked out. Tap this back on a second. I feel like I didn't think my most used things for today's painting stream would be a cotton bud and a drill, but here we are. Sometimes the unorthodox tools are the best. But okay, that's about right. I think I'm still not sold on that, but I can work on it. Never underestimate the power of cotton bud and the drill. That's exactly it. It's like never underestimate. And just slightly, yeah, I still think oxidizing is going to be the way to go on the pipes, but I don't think it's quite the oxidization time yet. I think that might have been a bit too heavy, that green there, as it is down here. I think some of the grime has dried a little heavier than I would have liked, so I'm just gonna dab in a couple of the blue colours that we've stippled in here just to kind of add the texture. Just kind of break that up slightly. That looks a little better. Okay, so that looks better. Dun 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 dun. Dum 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 dum. My brain's like do 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 do. My brain not be braining today. Brain is just like, you would like to sing random little songs, and that is fine. That is completely fair. Some more water. It's getting warm in here. Warm. Whew. And do. So, I think we're probably as grubby as we're going to get for the moment. A little bit here of mist. It's just a lot of areas here. I'm just still trying to figure out exactly where they fit. There we go. And okay. So I think the next steps for this are going to be, if I'm trying to plan my trajectory properly here for what we're doing on this, it's going to be, I really can't figure out where my next plan is for it. Okay, let me have a think. Something, some grime. Got to think about chucking in some additional kind of feel little posters and graffiti. So posters and graffiti feel like they're going to be the next logical steps on here. Then at some point we're going to turn around and do, and sorry, as I'm dabbing, I'm trying to talk. I think I made the right move there. Yeah, I think so. I think I'm still thinking some verdigris on the pipes, not rust. I'm thinking verdigris would be nice. As much as I would quite like the rusty texture, and that little pop of orange would actually complement the blue well, I'm worried that with this kind of orangey brown up here, the copper down here, would the orange rust be too much orange kind of accompanying it or popping it against it? So I'm really happy we went for this big hazard stripes last stream. I'm really happy we did that. And I think this stream we've added some really nice extra detail on it by putting in the streaking grime. Where are we at? Yeah, I'm just trying to think what's next to add on to this somewhere. I like the idea of the verdigris more. Oh, that's okay. That's what I was thinking there. It's kind of like that poppy blue rather than like the poppy orange. So that's the same thought I had. So I'm thinking, I'm glad we're on the same wavelength. We're sharing the brain cell right now. So I think I think, unfortunately, what I'm kind of semi-putting off here at this moment in time is so I'm trying really hard not to, but I think I'm unintentionally putting off working on the individual characters. I think I am at the point now where I need to start painting the other stuff. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. I think I need to start doing the characters before we do. We need to do more graffiti at some point, but that's going to take a little bit of time. I wonder, would that work? No, that doesn't feel like the right move. I was like, what if I did a little mini poster on a piece of masking tape? Masking tape's kind of semi-translucent. It would look like it's very faded. Like a poster, right? And then it could just like kind of stick straight on somewhere. I'm not saying it would be that big, but I don't know how that would work. Da, da. I feel like I need something to kind of draw or sketch it on. Never been particularly one for drawing or sketching, but we can try, right? Where did I put the pencil? There it is. I don't know if this will work. Could be interesting to test and try. Thinking more about what's like a wanted poster style sort of thing, like a bounty. And I mean a bounty is in a bounty that you pay for, not those awful coconut chocolate bars. I've kind of bubbled it, but it wouldn't be bubble writing. It would be more high gothic, kind of quite blunt and to the point. So it'd be kind of like a don't know what the symbol for credits is. I don't think this is quite going to work. I feel like the idea was kind of there, but I don't think this is going to work to the idea that I wanted to. I think I'll need to... Pew pew! Yeah, wanted. This looks like Mr. Poopy Butthole from Rick and Morty unintentionally. So that's all we've gone with. No, I think I need to go... Yeah, something more for it. So, okay, well, it's a bit of an experiment. I think, like, the idea of doing it on the masking tape could be interesting, because then if you add in the streak and grime in the water... But I think I'll rather... Actually, I think... The downside with it is it's fairly rigid in terms of like it will adhere not like a wet poster, and I kind of want it to be a poster that's been like slapped up with some sort of grease or like wallpaper paste style, which we've done before. So I kind of want to figure out if I can do that. So maybe. Much pondering, mucho ponderino. Okay, so I'm still going to remember the whole focal point of this really resides. Now, this Gene Stealer, this person here holding the torch, everything's kind of crucial to these being done well. And that kind of is quite a bit of pressure, as they're the focal models. But and smaller characters like this don't really give you anywhere to move away from. So this is going to be interesting to see how we do with it. Got to decide, kind of look at some Necromunda kind of examples here. I still think I'm happy with the arm. Kind of that kind of, if you're holding a torch, you're going to be holding it like that, looking around most of the time, and then all of a sudden something like grabs your attention from above, you're going to kind of like turn that way. So I'm really glad we managed to get the hand on the torch to kind of reflect that. I'm hoping it doesn't go against me as kind of like a, oh, it looks like it's the wrong hand on the model, because it's meant to be like a okay. So I'm hoping it's going to be fine. But yeah, so effectively that's going to be here. There's a few other models to go on there. A few other sculpts to go on the base. And that person, then they're just spotting the Gene Stealer. Very much like eyes locked. There's going to be a drool coming down here and a couple of drips from the pipe. I feel is going to be kind of the natural way. Then from the focal point of the torch, we're going to basically really overly light some parts of the model and then really darken some others, because we're going to kind of have, from where the torch sits, the torch is going to kind of glow and shine on the monster. So I want kind of natural shadows behind here. We're going to have to do some tactical taping in places. A little bit of airbrush work. So that's going to be interesting. We're not forgetting that over here there is a light source from this damaged screen, which is there where this guy's going to be doing the repair. So it's got a little Vansar repair arm, and that is parts from various tanks. This whole thing kind of custom made. They're from an Admech backpack, Acadian chest piece, arms from Delac, head from Delac, and then legs from a I don't know what the legs were from. I can't remember. So that person's going to be here kind of like working on the screen, effectively kind of jacked into it. So they're not going to really be paying any attention. They're going to have a slight subtle blue coming off the hue of the screen, while everything else around it's quite dark. Then we've got this lovely lady over here, who's part Escher, part Imperial Guardsman, part somebody from a tank who has had to make their legs. So they're effectively going to be sat kind of almost at the edge of the frame. It's the only thing I'm really pushing to the edge of the frame. I'm still on the fence about it. I don't know whether it will be better to sit here. I think it might be better here. And then from that, there's just going to be the little bit of light, very subtle, from the end of her cigar. So that's the plan, anyway. I don't know how this is going to work. Surprise! Green booty! Green booty. Yeah, I've kind of been working on kind of sort of sanding it down and making it look a little bit not so... Huh. I think that's why I'm still on the fence about should it be over here, kind of leg, pipe between the legs, just kind of chilling. I still think maybe just sat on the edge, kind of enjoying, relaxing, not really thinking. Supposed to be doing a lookout, but has done a very bad job of it. Hey Scrot, how you doing? I hope you're doing good. Thank you so much, you kind soul, you. I'm hoping this is going to be... I'm worried... there is a little bit of a fear here that I've done a bit too much, and I could have just taken away the two other additional people and focused on the horror of the Gene Stealer and stuff, but I kind of felt like I really wanted to add these additional details, because I feel like in the Underhive, nobody would go out on their own. There would be like a squad, so like these two are the lookout for an important repair tech who's trying to fix part of the Underhive. It's kind of my head canon for it. Whether correct or not, that's my logic. The most terrifying part of this is once everything's painted, and once we're kind of done, the final stage is darkening the other areas, and if I go too dark, I'll ruin the whole thing. And if I go too not dark, it's going to be weird. So I think what I'll probably do... Because I feel like my initial thought was tape everything off apart from where the light's going to be. and then like use the airbrush to kind of make that a bit brighter, but that doesn't really make sense. So I'm thinking now go the other way. Tape off the V where the light is going to be, so this is the natural light area, and then everything else just gets darkened with like a dark, I don't want to say like an oil wash, but maybe like a very, very thin black ink or something, or like a grimy color. Like I want it to look in shadow. That's kind of the whole point. And then I've got 3 points of OSL. This is going to be yeah, a mammoth task, but I'm nervous to start the people. I think that's where I'm really nervous about it, because if I start the people, I'm not approaching the end game, but I'm kind of going over the halfway mark, and I can keep tinkering with the background as long as I can, because the background itself looks fun in the frame. So yeah, it's kind of nerve-wracking, really. But yeah, I'll get there, I think, slowly. Oh yeah, that'd be really fun. That'd be really good. Thank you. Yeah, if we could sort of figure that out, that'd be great. I've never done that sort of style of approach before, but I think that would maybe help me, because there is so many focal points here. The upside is if I decide these two are too much, it's not going to take me much to kind of darken that screen. Take these two out and just focus on the main horror element of it. I think the difference for me is this is horror. This is life in the Underhive. If that makes any sense. Like, that's the two bits I'm trying to get my head around for it. Which means I could really just do that. And then, like, that wouldn't be... That's literally 50% less work, because I'm taking away two of the models. But I don't know, I like the idea of pushing it just a touch further, rather than just one ganger on their own about to get absolutely munched. Okay, yeah, get stuff in position, take a picture, and we can play. Okay, so that's like kind of option 1. It's kind of the position I need everything in. Take a picture. I got your picture, I can read you. And the other parts of it are... She's there. Needs a little bit of blue tack. Meow. I also did have an additional model that could have potentially got on here as well. Which was a little... I was worried this corner was too empty, so I had this little guy. It's kind of floating. You'd be almost like a blink and you miss him kind of point of view, but I like the idea that I could steel rod him on and he'd be hanging over there. Just to kind of break up what looks very empty up that side. With so much going on with another Gene Stealer like sneaking out. Try to put everything exactly where it needs to be now. Slowly getting there. Okay, I got some photos, so we can definitely have a bit of a play and figure that out. But I think, if I'm honest, I think I'm on a fairly solid stopping point at this moment. It doesn't feel like we achieved loads today, but actually the streaking grime has added so much more depth and to the model. Like, I feel like it's really making it look a lot more kind of like the grimy Underhive we're expecting. So that's good to know. But yeah, so I think, though, we are probably going to call stream there and have a little bit of a raid-a-rooney. I know it's a shorter stream than the normal tonight, but honestly, it is boiling in this room. I have got a proper sweat on, and it is not pleasant. So, let's have a nosy where else we can go and spread a little bit of love to. Where are we? Where are we going? Where are we going? Can I return a raid to somebody? Let me just have a quick check first. And do 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 do. Where are we? Where's my brain? My brain is just all of a sudden gone la 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 la. We might raid somebody new. Might say hello to somebody new. Oh no, there's someone I can return a raid to. Yay! Okay, so we are going to go and say hello to Mystic Amethyst Minis. They are currently painting up a wicked-looking sculpt. I have no idea what it is, but it looks really, really cool. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for today's stream. Honestly, it's been really nice and chill in a not in the temperature sense. It has been roasting in here, but I appreciate everybody hanging out and chilling. And thank you so much for the resubs and the biddies. That is incredibly kind of you all. Thank you so much. And and the stream streaks. And thank you, GeoBullet, as well for the raid. Much appreciated. Yeah, as always, folks, thank you so much for being here. It's been a really nice chill stream. We are live this weekend. I'm going to do a bit of a post in the Discord, kind of shouting out a little bit about what we're going to do over the weekend. Not 100% sure what it is yet, but hey, maybe you throw me some ideas. But for now, as always, please remember to stay safe, stay positive, and above all, be an ambassador for your hobby. Thank you so much, folks. We're going to go say hello to Mystic Amethyst Minis. But for now, thank you so much, and we will see you on Friday. Bye, bye. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. You want more awesome, and we love you.